welcome back to the world of Kavran. So, a quick recap of the things that happened. You went on a quest.
I did.
You had a successful quest.
I did.
The lady, I say the lady, but it doesn't quite have the same authoritative definition as the Lord.
True, but also no, but that's a different debate.
Well, she is the lady the same way someone else would be the Lord, so it's the equivalency level. The lady of the city of Ithamel, Lady Verona. You went on a quest for her to save her daughter's life. You've had to find some orcish allies and get them to take you to a secret spot. Working your way through many trials and tribulations to meet a guardian at the end who gave you the elixir you were looking for. Who then teleported you out of this dungeon and close to where you needed to go. You made your way back, encountering quite a vicious bony snake. Skeletal snake called a bone naga on the way back. Nearly spelled the end of the sticks, but you were able to take it out while Neo had a nap and Styx had a almost permanent nap. You made it back, you handed over the elixir, you received several boons in gratitude. However, the lady's daughter had become almost rabid, and this transformation had overcome her pale skin, long claw-like fingernails. However, when you gave her this elixir, not immediately, but after a little bit of time, she reverted back into the form of a baby, to everyone's surprise. While initially surprised by this, Lady Verona came to terms with it quite quickly, accepting that she'd rather have an alive baby daughter than a dead adult one. And so we pick things up, let's say the next morning. She has invited you to stay in the manor that she owns, and has kept relatively separate from you throughout the evening and stuff like that, mainly intending you can hear the faint wails of a crying baby as she sort of rushes about with this baby's you've seen occasionally with this baby swaddled around her. She rushes backwards and forwards trying to organise and prepare things. Because normally you have a certain amount of time when you're expecting a child. The child doesn't arrive without you.
Immediately.
Yes. So we'll pick things up the next morning at some point, and you have the agency to do whatever you wish.
That other town.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go there.
Okay, so you wake up the next morning and make your way downstairs for some breakfast, finding a quite large and overlaid dining table, it seems, with lots of fresh fruit and that sort of thing, some fresh baked bread, juices and stuff like that. Neo is already down there getting stuck in. Styx is nowhere to be seen. It seems that he has once again lived up to his name and wandered off, wherever he is wont to do. And he'll wander back in at some point, I'm sure.
He's like a toddler,
Like
just
a
wandering off. Yeah.
I do worry about him when he wanders off. Yeah, so you can have a chat with Neo about what you'd like to do.
Hey, Neo.
He's sort of like got a spoony bash up. Oh. Or waves it, like pulls his spoon out and waves it over. Like gestures to his mouth because he's got a mouthful of cereal.
Nice. Good choice. So the town down there, you looked concerned last time. Do you want to go back?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It had a weird feeling about it.
We will go and see to it then, to make sure it's not weird.
Which is not weird.
Which it inevitably will be.
Inevitably.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any preparations you'd like to make?
No. I don't think so.
Anything you'd like to suck off on? Any supplies you want to collect?
Well, I only need one arrow.
Okay.
Can I have one arrow, please?
One whole arrow. Oh, come on, you stupid thing. Why won't you?
Or two half ones, that probably works too.
Arrows are worth more collectively than the sum of their parts. Is the best way to put that, because
Yes. One whole arrow, please.
one whole arrow. Yeah, you can sort of head through the manor, and find sort of a small armory. There's a couple of very fine looking suits of armor in glass cases, and similarly, they've all been like positioned holding their weapons. One is holding a very ornate shield and a very fine gilded looking sword. The other one is just holding a single spear with this long leaf shaped blade on it. But yeah, you can a servant will show you the way and just hold out a quiver for you to just take a single arrow from to put into
Yes.
your arrow.
Thank you for that one single arrow.
Fine.
Was I? Oh, I think I forgot to do something.
Oh no, what did you forget to do?
Oopsie daisy. She gave me a big thing last time, didn't she? She gave me a swordy thing.
She gave you
But I haven't written it. I didn't write it down because I didn't. Oh wait, no, maybe I did. No, I did. It's yeah.
Sure.
No, we talked about it together. I found it.
It's on the sheet.
Yeah, I forgot what it was called, so I got confused. Cool. Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
That's alright. So yeah, when would you like to set out? How much of the day do you want to spend here?
We might as well go in the morning
Yeah.
because we don't really. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't have anything else to do.
You just gonna go? Are you gonna?
Oh, I'll say bye to Lady Verona.
Okay. Yeah. So you find her. She's upstairs. Her daughter seems to be quite the vocal child. Sort of, still looks a little bit harassed, and you now see that the bedroom you find her in now has crib instead of a bed, and a couple of servants are in the process of taking all the clothes out of wardrobes and things and folding them and putting them in large chests and as you're sort of walking in, like two of them are walking out with this thing that carried between them, sort of tottering and stuff like that. And you're just oh yes, put those in the safe with the rest of them. She won't need those for a while. And someone comes out carrying quite an ornate jewelry box.
Ooh.
Just sort of turn around and see you in the doorway and say, "Ah, yes, my saviours, how can I help you?"
We're off.
So soon?
Well, there's this place that looked a bit dodgy, so we're just gonna go check it out. We'll probably be back soon, at some point. Yeah.
Well, I am ever in your debt.
Thanks.
You will always be welcome here.
Oh, thank you.
Where exactly is it you are going? Just to be on the safe side, if in case I need to send someone after you, in case I need more help again.
That way. I don't know which way, so that way.
It was about 4. What was it? It was about 4 days south of the border of the forest.
I knew it was 3 days. I didn't know if it was up or down.
Yes, it was about 3 days. You are. I mean, it's not very easy to see. I'll zoom in on the map a little bit. The map hasn't rendered in the highest quality, but this is Ithamel here. And so it is sort of in this land around here. It's a few days to the border, yeah, and then a few more just somewhere in this area between the mountains and the forest.
Cool. Over there.
Yeah. So, as you're leaving, on your way out, you encounter a patrol who is made up of several of the guards who recognise you from before. They seem quite friendly towards you, and they offer to speed you on your way to the. They ask you where you're going. If you tell them you're heading south, they will offer to speed you on your way to the border because that is where they are heading to patrol.
Oh, cool.
So you can have a couple of days travelling with them, which we can just gloss over before they'll turn aside and they'll move along to patrol the border, and you can head out. And so because you'll be travelling in a group, nothing hugely eventful is likely to happen, so we can just gloss over those.
Cool.
And yeah, so you can spend maybe 2 days, and you get to the edge of the forest. You make camp in the evening. It's rather than evening, it's more late afternoon. And because they're like, oh, we can't be bothered to start today, so they bed down early, like set up a decent camp, get some rest before heading off to round to do their patrol loop along the borders. But yeah, is there anything you'd like to do? Anything anyone you'd like to talk to? I mean, you don't really know any of these guys, but you do recognise some of them from the couple of times you've been here.
No.
Everyone's sort of reasonably cool. Okay.
Just, general chit chat.
General chit chat, yeah. Yeah. Well, as you're what was I have written in my notes? So as you're all settling down, you actually make a perception check for me. So everyone is just bunkering down. 14, nice. Okay, so everyone is bunkering down. Someone's. These guys are they're a group of soldiers. They have a routine in order. They've worked together before. So someone's getting some firewood. someone's setting up some tents, someone's starting to like chop up some food for cooking, stuff like that. So everyone's sort of comfortably getting on with their things. When you hear the sound of something sort of breaking through the foliage and things surrounding you, 14, you probably all hear this roughly about the same time. Maybe you hear it a few seconds beforehand. Let me just get. No, it doesn't do 14. So yeah, so you hear this very slightly before anyone else. You hear the sound of approaching footsteps.
Okay, do I know what it is?
No, you just hear footsteps.
Are they big footsteps or small footsteps?
Regular sized footsteps. It sounds, you would assume something that walks on 2 feet. Medium humanoid.
Okay.
You've got a couple of seconds before everyone else hears it as well.
A thing. Well, I don't know what it is. I can't warn. I'm just like, oh.
No,
Whoops.
Okay, so you don't really say anything. So
no.
It's only a couple of seconds. I mean, there's not much you can do, but you could have said something's coming, or a couple of seconds go by, and then the one sort of trying to strike Tinder, sort of his head snaps up, and then the one sort of chopping vegetables, this sort of this tack tack tack, and it slowly sort of quiets as he hears it. He's like, you hear that as well? And he sort of puts the chopping board to one side and sort of stands up. He's like his knife at the ready, and the other one he like pulls his sword from his belt, and they're sort of looking around as this sort of shuffling sound comes towards them, and then all of a sudden, sort of out of the bushes, this very like dirty and this woman wearing there's rips in her clothing and stuff, and she looks sort of very tired and hungry. She's got a small child, she's like dragging along a small child of 6 or 7 with her, and she sort of pushes her way into the little clearing where she's at, and immediately swords up, and then she's like, wait, and they lower them as they realise it's another elf. And she they're a bit confused, so it's like, well, where did you come from? There's nothing. What happened? And the captain sort of comes back and is sort of takes charge of it. It's like, so I'll deal with this. And it's like, are you all right? Come and sit down. Have a drink. And he's sits her on a log, and she clutches her child to her very protectively, sort of stroking his hair and holding him very close. And so he accepts a mug of water, hands shaking as she tries to drink it. But he seems quite parched and quickly does the whole thing. The captain hands her another one and gets another one out for a child as well. She's gasps yes, we've been on the road for a little while now. Got lost. Silly, really. Everyone was packing up to leave, and some people were staying, and some people were going, and they said it was unsafe, and so everyone was leaving the village, heading towards the city, except, well, not everyone. We didn't think anything of it at first. We just thought, we just heard the rumours and didn't think much of it. A few of us wanted to stay behind. We didn't want to leave our homes, where our families grew up, that sort of thing, And so, well, eventually, with so many people gone, we got cold feet, and we tried to follow, but we couldn't. Well, I can't track worth a damn. I'm just a baker, and we got lost. I'm just so thankful we found someone.
Which town or where are you from?
I'm just, well, I mean, it's such a small village, it doesn't even have a name.
Oh.
We're right on the borders of the forest, amongst the trees and things. But we heard about what happened to the human villages, and well, like I say, some people got scared, and almost everyone's moved away now.
Did you see anything bad?
No, just the woods. Just got lost in the woods. It's quite embarrassing, really.
It is a little bit.
Yeah. So that's so this woman has appeared, and the captain seems to be taking care of her. He's like, okay, we'll send someone with you. They'll guide you, and blah 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 blah. Organizes one of their group to take this woman to the city. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they give her food and things, and then they give her some food, and he sort of slowly opens up. He's not been too badly traumatized, but and he's just hungry after like a couple of days, and so any food they offer him, he's just immediately starts chowing down. The one doing the cooking sort of like throwing little bits to him, like once he's like caught on this, he's like cooking, so and then he like chucks in a little like the end of the carrot every now and then, like a bit of the potato.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's a relatively chilly thing. This woman is sort of the centre of attention, sharing the rumours that have come their way of more unusual and nefarious dangers. The rumours of several human villages that have been attacked by some unknown thing, and it seems like the rumours that several villages have also been destroyed and the people have been wiped out, but without any real proof.
Fair enough. Oops. It wasn't me. Cool. Well, I'm just going to leave her to talk to them because communication is awkward. And I have nothing to ask her.
Okay. Well, yeah, then you can have the night just passes. Eventually the woman just, she's quite tired as well, so she just sort of settles down reasonably early. The soldiers pass the night just chatting as they usually do, and you head off to sleep and wake up the next day. It's hustle and bustle the next day because the soldiers are getting ready for their patrol. They sort of give you some cheery farewells as they go about things. As you can pack up and go your way, and one of them heads off slightly earlier than the rest of them to escort this woman, this elf woman, and her son to the city.
Cool. Bye bye, lady and boy. Fun. Am I going past her village?
It's possible you will.
Damn it, should have asked.
You don't know where it is now.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. Cool. I'm gonna head off.
Okay. So you and Neo head off and start walking, and you have a relatively the first part of your day is still under the canopy of the trees and things, so it's quite shady and cool. Sort of early afternoon, you break out from under the trees as that they have been slowly thinning as the day's gone on, and you break out onto this large plain in front of you with these sort of rolling hills and things like that. And you get out and you start making your way.
Cool.
Yeah, rather than Neo suggests heading back via a different road. He suggests taking a detour to see if they can even find the village that we'll be talking about. Maybe the people there will have some more information. Maybe you can offer them some help, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So while you're relatively familiar with this area, you sort of strike out slightly east away from the river, rather than heading straight south. Eventually you work your way along the edge, away, diagonally away from the forest, and you find a relatively well-trodden road, it looks like, or a path or something like that, which makes your going a little bit easier. Towards the late afternoon, you are walking along and you see something sort of on a bend in the road ahead of you, amongst a few sort of small trees and a little patch of little copse of forest. You think it's just a small tree from 100 yards away or so, and then it looks, so maybe it's that sign or something. Maybe that's got some directions on it. And then as you get closer, you realise it's a head on a spike. There's not just one. There's a group. There's 5 of them. And there's also a sign.
That escalated quickly.
This road belong Negan.
This road belong what?
Belong Negan.
This person needs to learn English grammar. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just kick the sign over and keep going.
You kick the sign over?
I kick the sign.
Okay.
Goodbye.
As you get...
This road belonged to me now.
As you get about 20 yards down the road, you hear some heavy footsteps, and a voice behind you goes, "Hey, who kicks sign?"
Me.
Do you say that?
Yeah, me.
Okay, this. So you turn and look behind you in the road. There is this enormous cyclops in the road. He said, "Hey, you kicked my sign."
Why does it belong to you? I want to walk down this road.
This Negan road.
This my road.
Negan look after road.
Aw, that's cute. We're gonna go down it, please.
You dirty feet make road bad.
Can I... Wait, what kind of path is it? Is it rocks?
Yeah,
or grass?
No, it seems to be a road, as if it's made of stone, as if it was built at some point. It's not in the best state. There's grass and things growing up from it. It's not a pristine road. You seem to have found quite an old road.
Oh no.
It narrows and widens a little bit where the dirt has grown over and the grass has come through it. Make a perception check for me.
Oh, where's my mouse? Perception. 2 14s.
Now that you look at it, the section where the heads are, does look a little bit better. It's been cleaned or cleared or something. He's had a little bit of work on it. It's holds up a big brush and it's how are you even meant to buy a new brush if you no pay road?
Oh Oh my god, is this a toll?
Yeah, and he's like walking towards you the whole time. So he's like now standing in front of you, like this massive cyclops.
Did you put...
Also, the one thing you do notice as well is that he doesn't have an eye, like a regular eye. He has a golden eye in the center of his forehead.
Dear Lord. Okay. Are the heads you're decorating, or were they already here?
Bad people not pay road.
Oh, so my head's gonna go there if I don't pay for the road.
Or leave.
Oh, really? Okay. What's at the end of the road?
Village. Even no village. Village is bad.
Why is it bad?
Villages throw stones at Negan.
Aww. What if I throw stones at them? Can I then go on the road for free?
Short person pay road.
Short person? Excuse me?
You're like 5 foot something.
Yeah?
You're about 15 feet tall.
Okay. I'm not sure. Thanks. I'm above average for my age.
Short person angry, and he can like poke you in the chest. Make a strength saving throw.
Oh! Hi. Oh.
Okay, we'll take the 10.
I mean, this is not good
He
though.
like pokes you in the chest with his massive finger, sort of laughing, and he pokes you so hard you end up like sat down on your butt. And now he's just sort of like laughing at you. Neo sort of like stands in front of you just a little bit like, what the fuck? It's like, steady. And he sort of like got his hand on his sword and he was like, angry horny man. Me no like you. You look like blackcurrant.
Like black.
Blackcurrant bad.
Ooh.
Blackcurrant man.
Okay, I'm gonna get up and what was I gonna ask him? How long have you had this road for?
Negan been here this many. Just holds up 7 fingers.
Days? Minutes? Years? Seconds?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's good.
Whatever time measuring unit he's using, you don't understand what it is.
I'm gonna go with days. Okay. Do you know what happened with the people in the village at the end of your road?
Hey,
Is there anyone there?
Negan don't know. Negan go at night, take sheep. Negan must eat. Sheep good with mushrooms. And then he'll like hold up like a little pouch, like off his belt. It's like a massive pouch. But like a little pouch for him. And he like opens it up to show you that he's been picking mushrooms.
Oh, I thought you were going to say picking sheep.
No.
Okay, oh. I mean, fair enough.
Sheep tasty when roasted.
True. Glad we're in agreement.
People tasty when roasted.
No. No. No.
Negan not had good food in days.
Because there's no people left?
Negan ate good for, he like looks at the heads. 1, 3, 4, 6. 6 days. Negan ate good.
Right.
Points to one and it's like, this one's good for 2 days. It must be like quite a big sort of like it's like
Fat
all the
bloke.
skin's like sagging like off it. It's been like pecked by birds and stuff like that. But it's quite a fat person.
Okay. Well, this has been a great chat. I'm going to be on my way.
You know payroll, you know leave.
What do you want? How much? What do you want for the road?
Shiny.
Shiny what?
Shiny. Negan wants shiny.
Okay.
By brush. Like pulls this like brush off his belt and it's like an old battered brush and the bristles is sort of falling out. As he like lifts it up, like a few more like fall to the ground.
Okay. Something shiny. I just take one copper piece and I'm like, this? Shiny.
Yes, shiny.
Would you like it?
Yes, you put in box.
Where's the... Oh, there's a box? This is the best.
Box in there.
Okay, I'll put... I'll put it in the box.
Towards, like, there's this like pile of like boulders like beside the road, and he like walks over to it and he like lifts this like round, like this smooth round one up, that like seems to like he just like picks it straight out of the ground with one hand, but it seems like it was some sort of door at one point, and you can see steps going down like underground.
Oh, you want me to go in there?
Box with shiny in there.
Shall I give it to you and you can do it?
No, Negan trouble open box. Box fiddly.
I'm gonna be eaten, aren't I?
You want soup?
What? What is this? Do I want soup? What kind of soup?
You pay shiny, Negan make soup.
Oh.
Negan like you.
Oh,
You
thanks.
know for Negan.
No, I won't do that. You seem adequate. We did threaten me slightly.
Wow, he did something.
He's not quite like Smeek, but you know, he's still nice. Okay. I'm just gonna look over at Neo. I'm assuming he's like behind me.
He's all like next to you, yeah.
I'm just like, ladies first.
He'll like follow you in.
Oh, okay. Fine, I'll go first then.
You lead the way and you head in. You can sort of like claps like, and like he like has to like squeeze himself in. This hole is not very big, and he sort of like sticks his head in, and like his arms are sort of like flapping, like scrabbling at the ground in front of him, and there's like sort of like as he like drags himself in. Remind Negan, make hole bigger. Negan got fat on men. Yeah, and he like leads you down. It's much bigger through this hole. You can see inside this cave like opens up and goes back a long way. It's pretty dark, but there's like there's like a light coming from the far end. It's just enough to see like there's sort of like a couple of pathways around the outside with this like water. It seems to be like flowing from underneath the steps and in. So it seems to be like this underground river, and these steps like split off to the side. Yeah, and you find yourselves, and he'll like lead you down to the end. And there's like a table and a fire, and you find yourselves in a nice cave.
Oh, a lovely cave.
Yeah, so there's like a few crates and stuff. There's this a human-sized table. In the back, there's this fire going here. You can see there seems to be like a massive like chest, like a wardrobe type thing. And Negan will point to like this little chest over here, and say, "Shiny, go in there." And yeah, it's just a regular chest, but it's got like this little like latch on it that needs to be like. It's one of these things that like just stops it like flapping open. So it's got like a little bit that you have to like turn and post. So there's like a little bit of metal that you have to turn and post back through a slot at the right angle, but it's like oddly shaped. And then this latch like swings up and you can like open the chest.
Cool. I love what you've done with this cave.
Neo's sort of like looking around and he's like sort of leans into your ear and is like, I think that's blood over there. And like points to like a corner where there's this sort of like red smush. Like, there's this like, it's like, there's like a dark bit in the centre and then there's like splat in all directions. This sort of like dark brown of dried blood, as if something very big came down on something squishy.
Ooh.
And then like, and over there as well, there's like some more like scattered about. There's like a big smear on the wall as if something got like thrown against the wall.
Oh, good. I can't wait. I'm gonna go to the box. Just let me know. Shout if he's gonna come and squish me. Thanks.
Yeah. He doesn't. Yeah, he's like the fire's going. He like there's like a massive pot on it. And he like upends his like mushroom bag into the water, and you hear it like land in some water with like a plop. Gets out his big wooden spoon and immediately tastes it. He's like, needs more stuff. It's like he's literally only just put mushrooms in it. He's like, more fresh. Slowly boiling away.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the box. And put.
Yeah, it's just a simple latch, so you with your small, dexterous, medium-sized human fingers.
Medium size?
Yeah, you're a medium creature. Can open it up, no trouble, and just put it in.
Excellent.
And when you open it up, there are this, like you notice there's a few like silver like cups and plates and stuff like that in there. There's like some gold and stuff and a few precious gems as well.
Ooh.
At the bottom.
What kind of gems?
A couple of rubies, a couple of emeralds it looks like. Maybe a sapphire or something. There's like a necklace in there as well that seems to have some gems in it. This place looks like it was probably the home of 5 bandits. Negan ate the bandits and now lives in a hole. And this is their stash of stuff that he got access to, or he saw, and this has sparked his desire to collect shiny things. I'm still looking at the box. Oh no. Decisions. Do I do a bad thing? No, I don't want him to eat me. Okay, I'm just gonna walk away. Okay.
No, I don't want to walk away.
Okay.
No, I do want to walk away.
What do you want to do?
I walk away.
You walk away. Okay. While Negan's like busying himself, you can like you can like wander around and examine some stuff if you want.
Yeah, sure. What's? Oh no, that.
That is a giant bedroll.
Okay.
So, like a Cyclops-sized bedroll.
What's that?
That is a very large chest of drawers.
I want to look in there.
So you try and pull open one of these massive drawers, and the sound of you're like, what are you doing? And the sound of scraping wood, and Negan turns around and he's like, hey, leave my trousers alone. I want to mess with your trousers.
You better not.
He throws an entire potato at you because he thinks he's being playful.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Not quite. Does a... Where is stats? What's his throwing ability? How far away are you actually?
I don't know. Well, I'd be over here.
Why is there no grid on this thing? There should be a grid on this. There we go.
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, you're in range.
Oh no.
Does a 16 hit?
Does a 16 hit? Yeah.
Take 1 potato damage. This is him clocked on the head.
Ow.
He then just pours an entire sack of potatoes into his burning soup / stew. It doesn't feel them or anything.
I think you need some salt or pepper or something. Some sort of seasoning.
You know how to cook?
No.
You know how to cook, but you tell Negan what to do. Very rude.
Very rude.
You're an excellent chef.
Yes. Yes, you are. You'd seem it. You got all the pot. Yeah. What else is there? What's that? Is that just a wall?
Yeah, it just seems to be some sort of wall that's being constructed either for privacy reasons or something. It's not really clear. Maybe for extra security or something to keep the light out or something. It's not immediately obvious.
Cool. I'm gonna look round the corner. Wow.
So yeah, so you would have come in from up here and gone
fair enough.
one of these pathways. So yeah, you'd have come in through all of this up into the end here where this fire is. The entrance is over on the left.
Oh, over there. Fair enough. I'm gonna go back to the box.
Okay, you go back to the box. The moment Negan's looking at his stew.
I'm just gonna really carefully pick up a ruby.
So you've got to open the box again, so make a sleight check.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh, an unnatural 20.
Yeah.
So you also really gently undo this latch again and open the lid without it squeaking or making any noise. You just slide a hand through the gap and just slowly feel around and come out with this small ruby.
And I put
and then you have to shut the box again and latch it properly so he doesn't realise what you've done.
Hee, I did it. I don't say that out loud.
Neo's watching the entire time. What are you doing?
And then I put it in my pocket.
Okay.
And yes. And now I will walk away. Lovely table you've got here. Where did you find it?
Table here when Negan arrive. Table too small. Negan have to sit on floor.
I thought he was going to be the one who sits on the table as a chair. Nice. Did you inherit it from a family member?
Bad,
The cave?
bad people here. They
Ah.
Negan smush.
They.
Bad people said it their road.
Oh.
With sharp sticks.
Oh, that's not nice.
So Negan smush. Now Negan road.
Okay. Well, can I go on the road now?
No one soup?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll have some soup.
Soup pretty soon. Goes back to cooking.
um,
So he's just sort of slowly cooking, like staring at the pot and tastes it. And seems like he does have some idea of cooking because he's got like little pouches on his belt. And he's like pulling things out, like sprinkling them in and stuff like that. Like around, you can actually see like a fairly decent amount of like herbs and stuff, sort of hung up and dried, like to dry even. These like, sort of like big bundles of stuff.
oh,
It seems like you also like see he's like there's like a load of like canvas and clothes or like bits of like scrap cloth and like clothes with like massive like rips and stuff in them in one of these boxes that he's like or next to one of these boxes. It looks like he's dumped out and he's like just filled with like mushrooms and stuff that he's
oh. Should plant some mushrooms in here somewhere.
Mushrooms.
Yes.
Not all mushrooms good.
Oh.
No mushrooms over there make me very sick.
Yeah, probably.
Around like where this river seems to like disappear. And it's like where the pond is, and on the edge you can just see this sort of like green and red mushrooms.
Yeah, probably don't eat those. They're definitely not good. Oh, what colour were the mushrooms you put in the soup?
These ones good. You can like these ones.
And what colour were they?
Yes.
Normal colour. Like, no, were they normal mushrooms?
Yeah, I mean, you saw them briefly. They look like regular mushrooms.
Okay, so I'm not gonna die from eating his. I don't want to
It could be poison.
die from soup.
That's a terrible way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Cool. Is this soup ready?
Yeah, so after a little while, he just brings this. He takes this like massive thing off the fire. It doesn't seem to like burn his hands at all, and he just like puts it on the table and just like hisses, and the table smokes. You can see that there does seem to be this sort of consistent burn mark from where he's like. And he just takes his wooden spoon and like dunks it in and like puts it in his mouth and like, I'm like, soup.
Ah, soup. Have you got another spoon?
Just Negan spoon.
Okay.
The spoon is like the size of a bowl.
Nice soup. Can I go now?
We'll go try soup.
I don't have a spoon, sir.
You would have like your own like.
Oh yeah, I do, don't I?
Equipment.
I tried the soup.
Alright. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Oh no. You try the soup. It tastes awful. the like mushrooms are like massively overcooked to the point that they're just like
Ugh.
squishy mush. Somehow the potatoes are undercooked, so they're like soft-ish on the outside, but then like the center of the potato is still hard because it's an entire potato. Plus it's still got the skin on. It's like way over salted. You can't identify any of the flavors of the herbs because it's just really salty. Yeah, it's awful, and this combination of all the terrible foods, you're not sure what effect it's going to have, but you're pretty sure it's not going to be a good one.
Oh.
What do you think of soup?
Mmm. Yum.
Neo is like retching behind his arm, like over the side of the table, trying to like conceive it. He's just like sort of like got his head down. He's like raises like a thumbs up.
Yes, it's salty. Mmm.
Make a deception check.
It's good. It's good. It's really good.
Oh, it's not good at all.
It's so good.
You don't like my soup.
No, it's great. Yum.
You had any good feeling.
No, I said it's good.
You mean lady.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's lovely soup.
You didn't even know like you.
I'm sorry. It's fine. It's good soup. Yum yum.
You even sad.
No, I don't want to make him sad.
Sad, need to smash.
Oh yeah.
Stands up there. He's gonna take a swipe at you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's just gonna try and clobber you with this.
With another potato.
No, he's gonna like swing it into his face.
Oh no, that's gonna hurt more than a potato.
Yeah, it is. Does a 13 hit you?
13?
A 13.
No.
So like he's like sat down and this like massive hand like comes down and like tries to like smack you, but you manage to like dart out of the way as he like swings down. And Neo sort of like straightens up, he's like, hey! And throws like his bowl like of like he's like loaded with soup and like throws it back in again. He misses as well. He's like,
Oh god.
like, hey, oh god, oh, and like launches it off the half like retches and missing like clatters off a wall. And I think we'll roll initiative.
I don't want to hurt him.
Without upsetting the poor Cyclops.
I didn't want to hurt him.
I mean, there's an exit.
Yeah, I'm running. Don't worry, I'm gonna run. He's not blocking it yet. Well, I hope.
Okay. So
I really should have sat on the other side of the table.
Neo, then Arwen, then Megan. So Neo's like first. Neo is first. And what's he gonna do? I mean, he's a bit poisoned.
Just a little bit.
He is. He's just going to. Having seen this thing like take a swipe at you, he's just going to pull out his glaive of his sword, and screen. I need to control on that screen. And he's gonna like take a swipe. That is only an 11. So like Negan like sees it coming, and he like, although he was sat down, he like pushes himself to his feet, which causes this strike. Neo's to miss.
Okay. What is dash?
Dash is an action which allows you to move your movement speed again.
So I can go 80.
Yes.
Oh, I'm out here.
But then you don't get an action.
I'm out. I'm running.
Do you say anything to Neo?
This has all got a bit out of hand. Time to go, is what I say.
Okay.
Run? Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait, how have you got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you can get all the way to there.
He jumped dramatically over the table.
Alright, well, Negan's gonna like grabs this giant club off the floor next to the fire, and he's gonna go after Neo's. That's a natural 20.
Oh, that's not... Am I going to have to run back to save him? Dear Lord, Neo.
Fortunately, the second attack is a 7.
Oh, hallelujah.
So that is 1d10, so that's 10. Plus... Oh, that's only a 1 on the d10.
Oh, thank God.
So that is 14 damage to Neo.
He's alright, he's fine.
You hear this like roar and then this like meaty whack as and this like cry of pain. And Neo is like smashed against the ground with this club. What did I say? 14. So... No, that's cool. That's he's not in trouble. So we go back to Neo, who
please run.
Having seen you run, and he's going to disengage, and he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to run. Negan is then going to chase after him and go 5, 10.
Can he
15,
do that?
20, 25, 30, because he's bigger, he can't move as nimbly round the objects, and Neo just moves out of the way.
How did he follow him already?
Because I completely forgot about your turn.
Oh, how could you forget about me?
So take your turn now. And I will just start moving.
Or he can stay there. He can stay.
Well, I'll move it back to where he was.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, do I have to? Oh no, it's fine. I'm out. 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Alright. Then it is Negan's turn.
And he's gonna go.
And he can't quite catch up with Neo, so Neo can then dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. Here, Negan will then dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Again, because it's large, you can't quite nip around all the pillars and obstacles as quickly as you can, so he loses a bit more ground. Yeah, I'm doing this out of order again.
That's
this
fine.
This is the new order. I'm in charge. I make the rules.
I mean, we're almost out anyway. I'm just gonna quickly shout, it's been a pleasure. I hope we can do this again soon. You seem lovely.
He sort of like pauses in his tracks, like thumping, like some real mixed messages on you.
And then I'm out.
And then you're gonna run. You're out the door.
Bye bye.
Yeah. So.
I paid him. I can legally go down the road.
Yes, the legal toll of the Cyclops that
Yeah.
that doesn't pay. And then Neo can just go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can get, well, I'm going to be sticking behind you there. So actually, sticking in front, so he's off the map.
Well, technically I'm out, but I can.
Yeah, so you're all out. So you both make it out. Hot on your heels, Negan runs up. Once again, gets a little bit stuck in the door. So if you wanted a free shot at him, I mean he would be technically under the condition prone.
Where are his arms?
He's dived out, so his arms are ahead of him. But he is, for the moment, stuck, so you would have advantage to hit him.
Just gonna take my staff and just pat him on the head with it. Just go bye bye. Because I don't want to get close to him for him to grab me. But I'm just.
Well, if you're within staff patting range, then you are.
Within grabbing range.
Yeah, because the staff doesn't technically have what's called reach. So therefore
But it's massive! It's a big thing!
Yeah,
just
but it's only a quarter staff.
How am I supposed to wander wistfully through the trees with a quarter of a staff?
Look, technically the attack range on a staff is 5 feet, so if you want to pat him, you've got to be next to him.
Okay, fine, I'm gonna pat him with my hand.
With your hand?
Yeah, because what's the point in using my staff if I can just use my hand at the same range? Pat, pat. Bye bye. Run.
I mean, technically.
Technically.
An attack of opportunity against you.
No, he can't. That was my attack. I attacked him with my pat. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
Did you?
Yes. Yeah. Mhm. That was my action.
Yeah, but you didn't take the attack action.
I attacked him with a brutally soft pat to the head. Just a pat pat.
Hold on, let me look at your sheet. What is the wording on it?
No, it is. It's. Oh no, it's a weapon attack. Damn it! Should have. I pat him with my staff. Pat pat.
When you make a melee attack against a creature, you don't provoke attacks of opportunity on the creature for the rest of the turn. I mean, the implication of that in my head is that you're so quick that you're able to get in and attack and get out again.
Yeah, get in, pat pat, and then I'm out.
But it's also that you get in, and then your attack obviously causes them to have to block or react in some way.
I mean, he's very distressed, and he's like, I'm coming, and then I confuse him by just gently patting him on the head.
He's gonna try and grab you.
Damn it.
Unless you want to properly attack him.
No, I don't.
That's an 8.
Pat pat, bye bye. It was nice to see you.
Antagonize him more.
I'm not antagonizing, I'm thanking him for his hospitality.
He rolls at you. So as you sprint away down the road, what does it say? Melee spell attack. So 1 against Neo, so that one misses. That's a 4 against Arwen, so that one misses.
Haha.
As you're running down the road, these two like scorching rays of light like fire over your heads, like pew pew.
Oh yes, the eye.
Yeah, the eye. You didn't know that one, did you? And I didn't remember until now, did I? So, yeah.
Well, that was
You
pleasant.
Successfully make it away. You see distant roars of the Cyclops.
He seemed nice. Maybe we should visit him again sometime.
Why is the place really not moved? Right. That's interesting. I tried to move you onto a different. There it is.
It is all nice and pretty.
There it is. Right. It has fun moving it. Yeah. And so you make it sort of running. That's like a brisk jog down the road. After after a little while, you don't hear sounds of pursuit, and so you can stop and catch your breath. Neo
That went well.
very much the worse for wear, having been smashed by this giant club.
I will heal him.
On the side of his face, and there's like blood running down under his chin.
Cure the wounds. There you go. Have 7 of the healings.
7 of the healings are gratefully received.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. She's like, some of the bruising, like, rather than being like, vivid, it like sort of like fades to like 3-day-old bruising and stuff like that. The sort of the like split in his skin sort of like shrinks to a small graze and stuff like that as the magical healing takes effect.
Why'd you hit it?
Well, you started it.
But you were the one basically throwing up.
Did you try it? It was awful.
It was awful, but I told him it was nice.
Clearly not very well.
Clearly. How were you so... I don't understand why he wasn't mad at you.
Because you're the main character.
I know.
So everything that happens is mostly going to be your fault.
I know.
Because I feel like it's mean to make the NPCs cause you problems. Unless you're involved in what the NPC is like actually doing.
Yes, I know. It's cool. It's fun.
So
It's just funny.
Yeah.
He was sat there just like, this is disgusting. But no, it's my fault.
To make your way out. If you just managed to
I know.
lie a little better, and if Neo had rolled better, he rolled a 1 on his Constitution saving throw. So if he'd rolled better, he could have helped you lie, and then.
Bless whoever that was.
You heard that?
Yeah.
That was my mum sneezing on the other side of the house. Anyway, so having spent some of the day eating terrible food, the rest of your journey is quite uncomfortable. You start feeling sick, like your stomach starts cramping, stuff like that. Neo ducks off to throw up into the bush a few more times, and you don't make it a huge amount of distance down the road before you decide to call it for the night. Finding the best bit of cover you can amongst a few trees, but there's not a huge amount available to you.
Cool. I should not have eaten that soup. Oh well.
If you had better constitution also, then you could have eaten the soup and lied about it much more easily, because even though it was awful, you would have been able to fake lying because you can take it. Between you, you rolled a 4 and a 1, so
It was just terrible.
it was just terrible. You've been rolling really well. Like you rolled a 20.
I know.
And a natural 20 to steal from him. Because
Yeah.
if you'd done that, if you'd rolled terribly then, he would have like seen you, and then he would have got mad.
I know. That's why I was so hesitant before. I was like,
So
no.
wanted you to try it though. It would have been
So
fun.
I really wanted to. I was like, yes, I'm doing it. Arlo's just playing with it in my pocket.
I'll keep you up with the
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. Anyway, so yes, you make a small camp for the night. Both of you feeling pretty the worse for wear. Not able to eat much other than just sort of like simple bread and water.
Hmm.
How would you like to go about taking a watch or anything like that? Obviously, there's only 2 of you, so you can't really keep watch for the full 8 hours. It's quite difficult because you'd have to spend 4 hours awake, which means you wouldn't get much sleep.
Mm.
So what I was thinking was, you can take a watch, and for a little bit, and then I'll give you like 2 perception checks. So it'll be 1 for your like portion of the night on watch, and then 1 for your portion of the night asleep but alert.
Mhm. Yeah, that works.
So
I will stay awake first because Neo is probably not well.
he is less well than you, and you're not in great shape either.
No, but he's probably not great.
You're 4, so
Yeah. Are you going to? There we go.
17. Okay, so you take the first watch, and you're mainly, I imagine you're mainly keeping your focus like back up the road. You don't like, you maybe hear some like heavy like roaring and stuff in the distance, but you don't hear anything close by that causes you significant worry.
Cool.
Yeah, and then like a couple of hours pass, and you like have to get some sleep at this point. So make a perception check.
Oh.
Ooh, that's not good.
Am I gonna get eaten in the night? Probably.
No.
Thank God.
That would be a terrible thing to do. So you wake up and something's chewing on your leg.
Sorry, what?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
No, like early, wee hours of the morning. It's still dark. There's still stars in the sky. Like you get shaken awake by Neo, and he's like, "There's something here. I hear something. There's something in the bushes. It's not just an animal." Yeah. Be alert. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's the. I don't think it's the Cyclops. You can't move that quietly, surely. And then now that you're awake, you do hear this sort of like shuffling and like scratching around and sort of like a little bit of like padding, like the padding of feet and across the ground and stuff. The thing, what you're hearing, doesn't seem to be moving with purpose. It seems to be moving sort of pretty aimlessly. Is there anything you want to do?
Can I not like go out and look for it, but can I kind of...
Yeah, I mean, casting your eyes around the immediate vicinity, you don't see it. You can identify where it's coming, where the sound is coming from, but you don't have direct line of sight.
Okay. Is it in some bushes?
Yeah, it's got some like cover lines and trees or bushes or something like that.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for it to get a little closer, and then I'm gonna look for it again.
I mean, you're literally not going to be able to see it until it gets.
No.
Until you get line of sight on it.
Well,
so
this is
you
the
can
end.
wait for it to come to you, whatever it is, or you can go out and move towards it.
Yeah, I'll go towards it.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
Cool.
Unless you want it to hear you, in which case you can just walk towards it noisily and it'll know you're there.
No.
Okay, You are the knight.
I swing amongst the trees.
Like, it's almost magic, but you just seem to like tell Neo you're gonna go like look for it, and he's got his sword out, he's like on alert, and then you just like take a step. It's that thing where you're like, oh, I'm gonna go look for it, and he's like, okay, and you like cast his eyes around, and when he looks back, you've just got like Batman. you just disappeared. And you can make your way towards these like shuffling noises without any problems. Like, you've got dark vision, so you're able to like see all the little like sticks and stuff that would make noise if you put your foot there. You're able to place your feet really carefully, like pulling your cloak around you so it doesn't like snag or drag on any of the branches, and you just creep through the forest closer and closer and closer to this like little sort of like scuffing and shuffling noise.
What is it?
And you get right up close, and you like peek over the top of this bush, and there's this small figure on the ground, like it's just like on all fours, like shuffling over, and it seems to be like picking things up off the ground. And you realise you're under an oak tree, and it's like scavenging like little acorns. And there's this sort of it's like it seems to be like eating one, and then like this small hand goes out and grabs one and like puts it, like disappears like next to his body, so it's like also he's put it in a pouch, and then it's like goes on all fours again, like on its like hands and knees, you realise now, and like grabs another one. Yeah. This thing has no idea you're there, absolutely no idea. It can't possibly roll like high enough on perception to be 26.
Do I recognise it at all?
Make an intelligence check.
Where?
Just straight intelligence, so no skill.
Oh, there.
So one of you, yeah.
Wait, the saving one.
No, not saving.
No, wait. Oh, there, that one. Sorry.
No.
Christ.
There's something familiar, but you can't place it. Like, is that? Like, it's like there's like a little something nagging in your mind. Something has caused a spark of recognition. You don't know what it is.
Can I take an acorn off of the floor and roll it towards the being?
Are you trying to remain
Not
stealthy?
hit it.
No, are you trying to remain stealthy?
Yeah.
Or do you want it to know?
No, I want it to know I'm there, actually.
Okay. So you like squat down, you like pick up an acorn, and you like just like toss it gently towards it. When this thing lands next to it, this thing goes mad. He's like, "Ah!" And, like, jumps up, and there's this like hail of acorns like comes in your direction, and like it's sort of like a shotgun fire. There's like 5 or 6 acorns that like jettison in your direction, and this thing dives into a bush, and this bush is like vibrating.
Oh no!
Just this whole bush is like rustling.
I'm gonna sit in front of the bush.
Yeah.
And just roll an acorn really slowly towards it.
Towards the bush.
Yes.
This bush is just shivering, and then it seems to realise what it's doing, and the shivering just like becomes like really, really small, like it's like trying to suppress it. Like,
I just... Hello, again. Bah. Hi.
Just like sort of like 2 ears appear like at the top of the bush. As it's like raised its head up so it can try and like peek through like the like where it starts to get a bit thinner, and all you see are these like 2 big, like, floppy ears like above the bush. And its like ears are sticking out, and it's like trying to like peek through the branches.
Hello.
You're like, Neo comes stomping up behind you like, hold on, actually, let me see how quiet he can be.
Oh God, no! He's gonna scare him with his big sword. No.
17. So Neo like creeps up behind you, and like he's got like his sword out and he's like looking around. Like, what was it?
Oh, it's cool.
Find anything?
Yeah, put your sword away. It's all good.
Puts his sword away. What did you find?
My friend.
Your friend? Who? He's like looking around. He hasn't spotted that the bush has ears.
Bah.
Like this bush sort of responds and then it's like, oh no, second person.
I don't know what bah means, but I feel so happy. I'm gonna give him some food.
Okay. What you've got some like rations and like
Yeah.
like dried meat and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in front of me so he'll actually come out of the bush.
Like right in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay. How far away from the bush are you sitting?
Well, I was very close to the bush. I'm gonna move back a little bit,
Okay.
like, a bit, and then
Like you put it on the ground and you move like away from it, so it's not like
Yeah.
So it's no longer like you can't like reach out and touch the food.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like these like little like hands sort of appear like. I mean, it's obviously they can't reach it from the bush, but they're like, and there's like forearm like appears, and then like elbow. Can it reach it from the like? Is it like within like a foot of the bush, or like 18 inches of the bush, or?
wait, how big is he?
He's a goblin, so he's like 3 foot tall.
Okay. How big's a foot?
12 inches.
I don't know how big 12 inches is. It's about that big, right?
30 centimeters.
Oh, okay.
So like the size
Yeah.
of an A4 sheet of paper.
Yeah. So about probably that far.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit big, longer.
So it can like extends like almost to the shoulder, and this like little shoulder appears, and it's almost like it's like pulling its head back and like grabs it, and then you just hear like the sound of chewing.
He's so adorable. Ah. I will gather some acorns because he threw half of his acorn stash at my face.
You scared the shit out of him.
Well, I was only rolling an acorn.
Yes, but you were the knight.
I
The
was.
knight threw an acorn at him, and he nearly shit himself.
And then I'm going to put them all in a pile so he can come and collect them.
So you just like pile up some acorns.
Yes.
Are they like within reach of the bush again? Or?
They are now next to me, so he will come out to get the acorns.
Just how the chewing like fades away, and the bush just goes quiet. You can no longer see ears or anything. Actually, no, you probably want to keep an eye on you, so like you probably lost sight of the ears when there was the sound of chewing, and then like after the chewing ends, like, he wants to be able to like see again, so he like creeps up, so his like head's near the top and his ears poke out again, and just like little eyes like appear through the thin branches at the top of the bush.
Oh, he's so cute. Acorns. Ta-da! I've piled them in like this little pyramid. Bah! Ah! Anyone? No. I don't think Neo does he?
And neither does Neo.
How do I learn Goblin? Or can I not?
Take, like, a year?
A year?
Yeah, like imagine if you were trying to learn French.
Oh god.
With one person teaching you French, and they didn't speak English.
Oh, that's so long.
Alternatively, actually roll an Arcana check for me. What's your knowledge of magic like?
Not that great.
10.
I don't want to learn the full dialect. I just want to know, like, the basics. The very basics.
10. You've got a little bit of magic. You're not like a straight up fighter. You've got a little bit of magic as a ranger. You know that magic items exist. You don't know if it's possible to make a magic translator, but you know that powerful magical items do exist in the world, so maybe someone has. You have to go and ask the right person if such a thing existed, or, you know, go and find it. But you're not even sure if it's possible.
Cool.
You have no idea whether something like that would be like a really simple thing, or whether something like that is like the elite and is going to cost you like tens of thousands of gold.
I will spend all the gold to try and understand my friend. But yes, acorns.
This little bush like starts like shaking again as he like shuffles his way out, and his like head like pokes out. And his little like green goblin ears and little green goblin face. And he like creeps out. He's got like a little bare green chest and with a little set of like shorts with a little belt and a little pouch on his belt for his acorns.
Acorns.
He's also acquired what looks like a small in this light looks like a small wooden tube. You're not 100% sure immediately what it is, but that's like tied to a piece of string on his belt as well.
Aww, he's got a musical instrument.
Yeah, he like
Acorns.
comes over and starts picking up acorns again, and like one immediately goes into the mouth, and the rest sort of like one by one go into the pouch. Slowly at first, like keeping his eyes on you, but then as you don't make any attempts to stop him, he's like quickly 1, 2, 3, just into the pouch. The pouch is like little like full and sort of clacks on his, as he sort of moves around.
He's so sweet. Everyone said that he knew him. I wonder if he knows his name.
Who said what now?
I know nothing. I don't know. My dragon friend,
Yes.
said something about Smeek. You did, but you don't remember.
You mentioned Smeek.
And you said, yes, Smeek, I know him.
Yes. I'm not sure that I did.
I think you did.
The person that possibly knew Smeek was the guy whose name began with B, who I think it was, whatever it was. The guy you encountered in the forest, like, ages ago.
Oh, that guy. Oh,
Yeah,
does he know him?
He gave you your...
The flute. Oh, I know his name.
Good, because
I know his name.
I should really write down the name.
No, his name was Reggie.
Reggie, that was it.
He knows him. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back to the camp bit, but I'm gonna try and like encourage Smeek to come along. Just let's. Do you wanna go?
Make a charisma persuasion check to see how. Actually, no, make a performance check to see how good your mime is.
Oh, I'm the best.
Natural
I act
20.
it all out. Look, come with me this way, and we can sleep, and I will keep you safe.
Oh, I wish we could see that mime. It's great. Because there's not what I would have interpreted from that. But,
Why?
I mean, I got sleep, but safe is a weird one to mime.
Well, I didn't know what to do.
Safe is a difficult word to mime.
This looks like I'm, I don't know, locking someone up.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, so he like just walks along quite happily, just sort of babbling. Like, he seems to have like. You don't know if he recognises you or not, but he sees you as friendly.
Oh, okay. I hope he recognises me.
You are unable to ask him that. Not speaking Goblin, but there's like a sort of happy catty babbling of Goblin.
Oh, he's so cute. Can I give him anything? What do I have?
You give him your ruby.
No! Arlo's playing football with that.
Of course, I forgot. Sorry.
Oh, I can give him the pebble.
The pebble.
Yeah, because I picked up one of the little rocks that the dragon.
Oh, you picked up a piece of the stone dragon.
The stone shack.
So you give it to him.
Oh, yeah.
He tries to eat it, just like, and throws it away.
Oh.
Because it was everything you've given him so far has been food, and then you give him a rock, and so he's like.
Yeah, but he liked the glowing rock last time.
He did, yeah. But that was more interesting than this. This one is like food size. That one was like as big as his head. You couldn't eat that one if you tried.
Well, I've lost my pebble.
I mean, you can pick it up.
Oh, okay, I pick it up.
if your pebble is important to you, you can pick
yes,
it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to sleep.
You should go to sleep.
Because, yeah, I mean, I can't talk to him. I want to talk to him, but I can't.
Okay. So
But yes.
After you settle down, it's more difficult to go to sleep. There's this just chatty goblin just sort of babbling nearby. Every time you sort of like close your eyes and drift off, you get like an acorn on the forehead.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Neo just like takes his blanket like to the other side of the fire and like, puts it over his head. He's like, trying to still looks a bit green.
Oh.
But eventually you manage to drift off to sleep.
Cool. He's not going to be there when I wake up, is he?
Roll a D100.
Dear Lord, that's a big one. What's the
Say anything above a 75. You wake up in the morning.
He's gone.
And there is a small pile of like acorn shells, like where he's, or like the little acorn hats. He's like pulled them off and he's like eating the acorn itself.
Oh. Until we meet again, my dear friend.
Yeah. You didn't even get to find out what his cool pipe was.
Oh No! No! Oh
Yeah,
no,
Neo's
because you're
like,
probably gonna do something so adorable and now. No!
derail
I'm
the party, the quest for Sneak.
Yes.
I mean, you could do that if you wanted.
I can't do that to you. I'd feel terrible.
You can. I could probably riff on Sneak for another 40 minutes.
No, we'll definitely come across him again.
And I will give him more cool new things for you to not find out what they do.
Yes! You just have to keep adding to it, and then one day I'll just ask about all of them, and then you
One
have
day you'll
to...
be able to talk to him. And he's like, oh yes, I was going to show you my cool kazoo.
Kazoo! So a kazoo playing goblin!
Off in the distance you hear the Fates sort of entirely unmusically.
Oh my
Racing on
god!
breakfast. Neo will sort of be like, did you know that thing?
Yeah!
You said it was your friend.
Oh, were you asleep last time?
Neo was asleep the entire time, and no one told him. I don't think.
I forgot. Oh, I forgot about that.
Styx was there, and I think Styx spoke
He could-
Goblin and could
yeah, he
translate
could talk
for a
to
little while. And then he got bored and went to sleep again and left you with the Goblin.
Yep.
All the while, Neo was asleep forever.
Oh. Yeah.
I love it.
He is my friend. He likes acorns. Yep. I can't talk to him though, because I don't speak Goblin.
Ah. Yes, neither do I.
So it's a tricky friendship, but you know, it's fun when we see each other.
I will take your word for it, Arwen. I'll give you like a weird look like. My friend seems to be a bit mad.
Yep. 100%.
Okay. So the morning passes. You start making your travels again. And yeah, your journey is seemingly uneventful. Around mid-morning, Neo's sort of like, do you reckon we went the wrong way to find that village then? And it seems quite clear that you have gone beyond where you would have expected to find the elf village. Neo sort of finally decides
no.
to bring it up. He's like, maybe we went the wrong way.
Oh no. Do you mean we got into a fight with a cyclops for nothing?
Not for nothing.
Yes.
You met someone who you have utterly bamboozled by, between you insulting his cooking, attacking, and patting him on the head. Yeah, so.
True. And I got a ruby.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
About 25 GP, by the way.
Oh no, I'm just keeping it because it's cool.
Okay. Just, I mean, if ever you did want to sell it, make sure you've got it written down how much it was worth.
25 GP for the... I can spell all of those words.
Good. I'm so glad.
Yes. I think we should go back to the road we were on before, but not go past the big Cyclops man.
So, do you want to backtrack? Or
Yeah,
do you want
if we've gone too far, then we should really go.
He's talking about the little elf village that the woman and the boy was from.
Oh, so it's. I thought that it was that we had to take a detour to get to that.
Yeah. So.
But is there still a road
You're
towards the one that we're supposed to be going
Yeah,
to?
you're still heading. You still know because it's like about three days, something, or 3-ish days from the edge of the forest to the village you're heading for. But you took a slight detour, which to try and find this elf village.
Okay, so we're just taking the scenic route.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that then.
Yeah, you can like. It's around this time actually that you start to notice the effect on nature again. Similar to before, there's just a very subtle edge of decay to things. As you're walking along, you can keep your bearings by that as you have this awareness of the land sort of withering a little bit as you get a bit closer. Just make a survival check for me. 12. That's alright. Yeah, so you're travelling through. You're still both a little bit under the weather, having not had like proper meals the previous day. You were able to eat like a more reasonable breakfast and stuff, but you're going just a bit slow because you're feeling the effects of this mild food poisoning.
Oops.
But, wasn't enough to be like full poisoning, but it was enough to make you feel sick and slow your travel down.
Fair enough.
But yeah, and again you notice this like absence of stuff. You know, the absence of animal life as well. You know, you don't hear birds singing, you don't hear things scuffling in the undergrowth as you're walking down the road.
Does it?
It's just there's this extra level of quiet to the environment.
Because I don't have anything like detect magic or whatever, does it look like it was done magically, or does it look like it was done naturally?
It looks like...
Or someone did
I
it.
think how I described it before, it looks like things are just starting to decay. So
Okay.
like flowers and things are starting to wilt. Leaves are just starting to dry out on the branch. Things like that. And as the day progresses and you get closer in the evening, you can perceive a difference between the area you were in the morning, where you first noticed it, and the severity of it at the end of the day.
Cool. Can I check to see if it, like this area of badness has got bigger since last time, or it's in the same
That would be quite
area?
difficult to do from the ground.
Oh yeah, true.
You can try and divert to like find a hill. You know there was a cliff near your target location that you saw it from. But some of this stuff is very subtle. You know, like leaves just starting to turn. So if you're a long way away, it might be quite difficult to ascertain. But you could try climbing a hill or something like that and getting a larger view of the area.
Yeah, but I probably wouldn't have known how far it was before.
No, you weren't. You didn't.
I didn't look.
Didn't look. I mean, you got
well.
a rough like feel for it from, but there was no like hard and fast like this is the line where it ends, and you know that this line where it ends is exactly this distance from the village because you saw the village from a distance and had to take a circular route down. So it's a bit wishy-washy or not. But you could try and climb up into there. sense of it if you so desired.
If there's a hill nearby
Yeah.
on the way, I could just have a look.
Yeah, so let's say you had this idea during the day, so part of your day, part of the reason you've slowed down a little bit is you've detoured off the road to go up and climb this hill. Make a nature check then from the top of the hill.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so you can see the from the top of the hill, you can like down the other side, the road sort of like runs around this hill, so you could actually, you realise, potentially cut off some time by going down the other side of this hill and not following the road. Then you're able to see that you're able to see the village in the distance. It's quite close now. You think you could either get there tonight at a push, or you might want to, or you could wait and get there tomorrow in the light. You can see it. Once again, you can see the signs of it being. There are these burnt out buildings. There are these buildings that have been torn down. You can just about make out this like construction that was going on. This sort of like clayed area in the centre. You can see off to the side. You can see the big hill that went out to the cliff. You can and you think you recognise. Oh yeah, that's where we were before. Yeah, and you can just you can see, and then right in a ring around the edge of the village, you estimate it's maybe 10-15 feet. There is just this dead patch, and there's nothing in the village. There's no signs of green or anything like that. You'd normally expect a small village like this to have trees growing amongst the houses or grass between them. It's just dead, dead and brown and withered. And then there's a little bit around it, and then that so there's brown ring that peeks out. But other than that, you can't really see enough details to pick up what state things are in. You can make the assumption that the closer to it, it's more badly affected, but you can't see this. There's no obvious discoloration.
Cool. We can go over the hill because it's quicker.
Yeah. You choose to go over there. Okay. Do you want to get there tonight, or do you want to get there?
No.
Okay.
Wait.
Alright. So you you pick a spot reasonably close, but not. How close do you want to be on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being in it, and get there tonight. 1 being the hill, let's say. And let's say you reckon it's 3 hours to the village to get there tonight. So it'll be an hour away, 2 hours away, half an hour away.
Be 2 hours away? Or an hour away?
An hour away.
An hour and a half.
Okay, so you go about halfway. So you'll have a reasonable walk in the morning to get there, but you're a fair trek away still.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. You're an hour and a half away, so. Okay. You pick your spot. You make your camp, and you settle down for the night. Roll a perception check and a d6. 17. 3. Okay. So you're on watch. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything. It's very quiet. You'd normally expect nocturnal creatures, bats, badgers to make some sort of noise. You've picked maybe a small spot behind some tree cover, things like that. and it's odd to your range of senses that there's none of these sounds. It's a bit like being deafened, because there's not this background noise that you expect.
Yeah.
It's quite a still night as well, almost the wind doesn't even seem to be blowing, so these having got the rustling of trees and stuff. Okay, and then after a while you've got to get some sleep, so roll another perception check and roll another d6 for me. 18 and 5. That's fine. So even though you're asleep, you have this. You're able to like sleep with this awareness. You've trained yourself in this situation. You'll put yourself on alert and you're sleeping quite lightly. You still get a full rest or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. But you're just you're just on the edge of awakeness, so that you can words, so that if there was a threat, you could react to it.
Yes.
Okay. It is early in the morning when you hear this shuffling. At first you think it might be Neo moving around, but then you become more aware of your senses, and you're like, it's not light enough for him to be getting up. That doesn't sound like his footsteps. And there's just this sort of slow shuffling, getting slightly louder and louder as it gets a bit closer and a bit closer.
I'm just gonna have my hand on one of my daggers, just in case.
You're just waiting? You're just listening?
Yeah.
Do you want to? You can make a perception check to see if you can.
Yes.
While you wait, to see if you can identify anything more about it.
Cool. Nope. 11.
I haven't got anything. Come on.
11.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So, you don't really make up much. It just sort of sounds like a slightly shuffling gait, and then pushing through a little ring of trees, this like emaciated, like fleshy, like the skin sort of like sloughing off in places, hand comes through as this like creature like stumbles in, so sort of like, and a single zombie
God
pushes in towards you.
I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll to hit La Zomba.
I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah, a 19 does hit.
5.
5 damage.
What do I do again?
Sure.
I can do
It's up to you.
I can do that with it too, can't I?
What's that?
With the D8, sorry.
Yeah, but why are you rolling it?
For the Colossal Slayer thing.
That's all. Right, yes. So that is 8 damage.
Cool.
So you like spring up as this. Neo is actually still asleep, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Notice this. You like spring up as this one zombie approaches, and you, like strike it with a single attack.
I will do it again if it didn't kill it.
It did not.
Kapow.
That hits.
Kablam.
6. So that's 11 total. Yeah, this other strike of yours comes in. What daggers are you using?
My normal ones.
Both your normal ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I use A normal one and
Yeah, the other dagger you can use as a normal dagger, and it is magical, so it has a +1. The other dagger is like this hand and a half. It's got this like big pommels. You can two-hand it as a dagger. It's a bit of a niche weapon.
Mhm.
So you could two-hand it as a dagger, or you can just use it one hand. So you can have one magical and one non-magical.
that's cool. Well, I've rolled that.
Yeah.
And let's assume she just forgot that she had it because it's new.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like, it's slightly, like the blade would be very slightly, maybe only like an inch bigger than you'd expect on like a normal dagger, and maybe it's like half a centimetre wider, so it's just a little bit heavier and stuff like that. So it is very slightly larger. It's nowhere near short sword size, but it is, it's like this, it's just got this extra mass to it, so you can grab it with two hands. So yes, that is 11 damage overall. This zombie staggers back. This dude clearly wasn't expecting anyone to be here. You're not quite sure where it's come from or what it's doing. But yeah, and then it's going to go to try and slam back at you as it sort of recoils. It's going to bring its fist down and slam. That's a 3, so that's not going to hit, even with modifiers. So yeah, it tries to slam down, but it's so slow as it's and it's just you're able to just skirt back out of the way.
I'm just going to do the same again.
Thanks, you. Okay. Neo is still asleep.
Yeah. He can rest
Okay.
until I've killed it.
25, that hits. And 6 more damage, yeah. It's still standing. 7. Okay. Right. I need to. Yes. 5 plus 30. That's 13 damage taken. So roll. Oh, it just makes it. Even though you're pretty sure you should have killed it, this zombie knocks to the floor these big rents in its undead flesh from your daggers, and then it just slowly rises to its feet again.
I can do another one. No.
Oh, you do it, right? Yeah.
I can go again.
Yeah, you can go again.
I'm going
That also
to
hits.
hit it.
6 more damage.
Die.
This time, it doesn't rise again, and you're able to bury the dagger in the top of its head as it's rising up, giving you, and it's coming from this prone position. You've got the height over it to just bury this dagger in the top of its head, and it sort of quivers and hits the deck with a thump. And it's at this point Neo sort of wakes up to hearing the thump. What's going on?
Zombie is dead.
It's lying on the floor next to it, face turned towards his, and he's sort of recoils in his blankets.
I found you a friend.
I don't want that friend.
You looked lonely as you slept.
I was peaceful. Having nice dreams. No zombies in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lovely start to your day.
Indeed. I am going to expect more of them. Safe to assume there will be more.
It's entirely possible.
Very possible.
But yeah, so you can do breakfast, do all that sort of fun gamelan. Is there any preparation you want to make? Is there anything you'd like to do? Any ideas you have? I know that's vague, but you could have some things I want to do this.
I mean, I don't know what to expect.
No, you don't.
I mean, I assume zombies, but I don't know any more than that. So I'll probably just say to Neo, there's probably zombies. Just a heads up. But other than that, I have absolutely no idea.
I just sort of look at you and be like, I do not fear the undead. We will,
Oh,
we will
okay.
make them dead again.
Cool. Well, I agree. I mean, I do fear the undead, but I agree we should make them dead.
Okay, so you're able to just head to. You can just head off, and we'll just skip ahead a little bit. So an hour and a half passes by. Let's heal Neo real quick. He's got all his burns again. So yeah, so you stopped about an hour and a half away, you estimate. So yeah, it's about an hour and a half before you approach the edge of this village. As you're getting close, you start to see in a lot more detail. There is barely a house left standing. All of them seem to have taken some sort of fire damage, as if the village burned. You can see more clearly in the centre this area of construction that's going on, and dotted around you can make out the silhouette of the occasional shambling figure. This construction in the centre seems to have gone up a little bit, or maybe you just didn't have quite the right measure of it, you're not entirely sure, but it seems like it's a little bit bigger. The walls are a little bit higher. They're not complete walls, but they are sort of half walls now and things like that. And there's actually these two like big sort of posts on either side, as if they were going to mark out a door frame, and they haven't yet had doors put in them.
Okay. How'd you get in to it if there's no
in the centre
door?
of the village. There's like an opening for a. So you imagine like a room, but it's got like half height walls. It's a big room, and then there's like an opening for a door, and either side of it are these tall columns that as if it was going to make a door frame.
Oh, okay.
So that's what it looks like.
Okay. Cool.
But you can't that's about all you can see from a long way off.
Cool.
Yeah, and there are these figures sort of shambling through the village. You can see in places.
Well, I'm gonna say we make our way to the middle.
Okay, how are you approaching?
Sneaky.
Okay, so make a stealth check. 15, nice. Okay, so rather than you don't just walk down the street, you use what's left of these houses as cover. There's like rain barrels and little bits of fence and stuff like that. A lot of it's soot blackened and burned and stuff, but there's enough for you to start creeping your way in. As you sort of creep through the first couple of buildings, make a perception check for me.
16.
16, lovely. Okay, so you're making your way through these buildings, and you spot that there is a zombie standing between. There's two walls seem to be standing quite close together, and there is a zombie standing in between, looking away from you. What I'm going to say is, in this scenario, anything you can sneak up on and hit, you can insta-kill. So I'm not going to make you roll to hit and then roll to hit back again. So to maintain, so it's that element of you have snuck up on this thing, so you can just critical stab to the back of the head.
Nice.
And that'll be the rule generally going forwards in a stealth scenario, but it only applies for creatures up to 1/4 of your level.
Okay.
So you can only do that at the moment to a creature that is CR1 or lower. And the CRs start at 0, and then it's an eighth, a quarter, a half, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
Probably.
Okay. So you have to make another, and you don't have to go for the zombie. You can choose to go around it and keep your distance from it. At which point you're not going to have to make another stealth check, because you'll still be under that initial 15, and you're just moving further around and away. If you want to get right close to it, you do have to make another stealth check to get up to it.
Is there any other zombies around?
That's the only one you see.
Okay. I'm killing it.
Fine. I'll tell you now as well, the passive perception of a zombie is 8. So that's what you're going to beat with your stealth check to...
okay.
They're not bright. To get close to them. So you're able to sneak up behind this thing, no problem. Roll to hit. If you're going to take it out, that is.
I mean, yeah, I think I hit it.
Oh, why are you getting crits now?
I know.
Yeah. So you're just able to sneak up behind it and real quick stab to the back of knife up to the back of the head or something, and this thing just goes down.
Nice.
Yeah, and you're able to creep into the village further. Make another stealth check for me. 17, golden. Okay, so you sneak further into the village, and another perception check.
Oh, that's a 5.
Okay. You're creeping so silently, it doesn't hear you. But you're focused so much on what you're doing, that you walk round a corner, and there is a zombie right there, and you bump into it. With that critical one, you bump into it. Roll initiative. See which one of you reacts first.
Oh, yeah.
It rolled a natural 20, but it has a -2 to Dex, so you technically still win. So you go first, so you can attack it. In this scenario, I will say it's still it's 11. That does beat a zombie's armor class, so you are able, even though you're both surprised, you are able to just quickly go for that lightning stab, and just silence it before it can cry out in any way.
Yay!
I can't believe it rolled a natural 20 and you still beat it on initiative.
Hell yeah. I am the best.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I am.
Zombies just sucky.
I think I'm the best.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Would you not agree?
Yeah, I have my doubts.
Oh, how rude.
Alright, as you move on, roll another stealth check and another perception check. Perfect. You are once again in the night during the day. And perception. Okay, so this time you see a zombie ahead of you, but you see it looking out of this like the remnants of this building. You're getting quite close to the centre of the town now, and it's standing in this doorway looking out. It's looking out, let's say, east, and you are approaching from the north, so you'd be approaching at 90 degrees to it. So you can sneak up on it, and yeah, that's probably all you get with a 13. Is where it's looking and where you're coming from. Not too much about anything else around it.
Can I try and kill it?
Yeah, so that's another stealth check to get close. 15, that's fine. So you get right up close, go to attack.
Why am I wasting my critical hits on these things?
Oh dear. Yeah, that thing goes down like a sack of spuds. And you're like so quick, you like as part of your crit, you realise that the like space in behind is like still reasonably well maintained as a room. It's got sort of like 3.5 walls, and it's still got like 4 walls, even if like the upstairs is like broken in places, and it's still got sort of partial of a roof, which seems to be why this room was selected. Because as you stab this zombie and move into the room, you realise that there are a series of cages with people in them.
Oh.
And these are people-looking people.
I am going to go in there. Wait, is there anything else? Anyone else in there?
No, it seems like this zombie was standing guard on the doorway, and the reason this room was selected was because it was sheltered still, so it formed an effective prison in some way. Because even if these people got out of the cages, they would have to get past the zombie, or like climb out of the room somehow. It's all these buildings are like remnants of houses and shops and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm gonna go in there.
Yeah.
And
all this time Neo's like following you. I'm just not having him roll in case you like fuck
yeah.
up on music.
That's cool. How many people are in there, would you say?
There's about 8 people in there, in about 3 different cages.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the one closest.
This one has like a man and a woman, sort of middle-aged, with 2 children. They seem to be like a family, like huddled in there.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask them what's in the middle bit of this village town thing.
The man sort of comes to the front. These cages are cramped, so they can't stand up or anything like that. So he's sort of on his knees, like comes towards the bar. He's like, "You've got to get us out of here."
Yes, I will.
That monster. Every day he comes and he takes someone else away, and we never see them again. Well, except that one time we saw what he did. We saw what he did. He turned everyone into one of those things to serve him.
One of what things? Do they have claws and they go?
The zombie that you killed.
Oh, just a zombie. What are you complaining about? Okay, so what is in the middle thing though? Do you know? It's being built.
We don't know. They just attacked the village and we were all rounded up, and I mean we saw the fire. They destroyed some of the buildings and we saw the fires, but we were all just hemmed in. Anyone who tried to escape was cut down and devoured.
What does the man look like? Is he big? And yeah, what does he look like?
I don't know. He's like this withered thing. He's when he first arrived, he was just this. The first day he was just this skeleton, almost, or this walking skeleton. But as he's been feeding, he's grown. He's got bigger and stronger. It seems. More. He's no longer this like withered husk. He's fleshy again.
Fleshy again. Okay. How good are you people at sneaking?
Well,
Okay, can I wanna, is there like a window or something at the back of the house?
Well, there's like a couple of windows and stuff. So let's say it's a house. So let's say there's a door at the front that you've come through. There's a door at the back that has part of the like collapsed roof in the way, blocking it, and then there's a couple of windows on either side. The windows on let's say the right hand side are a bit worse for wear. Only one of them still has glass in it. The other one's shattered in its frame. On the left, there are no windows at all. There's just empty holes where the windows once were, and they look out towards the center of the village. It seems now you've picked a house that has become right on the edge of this central section.
Okay. Out the back, does it connect to all of the houses? Like, is it like a walkway, or is it like a garden?
I really should have made a map for this. One sec. So let me just bring you onto here, and I will try and do some drawing. So the house is like this.
Mhm.
You come in through the door that is here. There are
Yep.
windows on this side that are broken. There is like a big pile of like rubble like here,
Mhm.
where the back door is, so you can't get out there. This one still has some glass in it, and this one is like just like the remnants of a frame.
Mhm.
And then these cages are like spread out here. So we'll go with that real quick, because I didn't really, because obviously I know what it's like in my head. I didn't
Yeah.
So, and then you're like just here having a chat to the man in the cage here. And
Okay, so
this direction here to the center of the thing. There's probably like 20 feet of playground in this direction before the construction, but it seems like you come right to the edge, and this house is
okay.
right on the edge.
Because I've cleared. Oh, I'm accidentally going to kill some children, aren't I? This is tragic.
So, I'll say this now: there is 2 middle-aged people with their children. Sort of look to be about 30s, something like that. That's not middle-aged, but youngish people.
Yeah.
So like 30s with 2 children. There is in this one, there's an old man and someone that looks like his son. So the old man looks to be in his 60s. The son, you can see a family resemblance, looks to be in his 40s. And then there are just 2 women who don't seem to bear any resemblance in this final cage here.
Okay. I'm going to stick my head out the door, and I'm going to look down the road I've just come down.
Yeah.
To see if there's any zombies down there.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
Oh, that sucks. Goodbye,
you
children.
Don't see anything out there.
Okay. Okay.
Please, you've got to do something to get out. Get us out.
I'm going to hold your horses. Would you like to die? No? Then shut it. Right.
Neo will step up and start trying to cut away at the bindings to break the cage as quietly as he can.
I'm doing the same now.
The cage, as you now come to realise, is not made from wood. These sections of the cage are made from human bones.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're in a bone cage. Alright, make a dexterity check to see how quietly and how skillfully you can dismantle this cage.
Oh, not good. Not
7.
good at all.
Okay, so on the first cage, you're cutting at it, and you cut through something, and it just seems to snap, and there is just this clatter, just as if someone has just dropped all these bones to the floor. It seems like you cut through something that was holding it, and then just the tension on all the other ones just caused it to just spring apart, and all the other bindings snapped, and this thing just clatters to the floor. And you hear a shout from the centre of the village, going, "What the hell was that?" At this point, Neo is shit, and pulls out his sword, and he just runs to the other 2, and he just I'm just going to make a quick check to see if you absolutely whiffs it. No, that's fine. That's a 1. Excellent, Neo. You're proper. So he runs to the first one with the the old father and the son in it. Brings down his sword and he just cleaves it, and this thing just shatters and they're able to get out. And then he runs towards the other one with the women in it, and it seems like he hits just a hard bit or something, or maybe and he just strikes his cage, and it just vibrates and just rattles, rather than breaking in any way. And these women seeing him come with the sword scream because ah, thinking he's
Really?
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Must they do that?
He rolled a 1.
Can I do it?
Yeah,
Can I push him to the side and do it?
Just roll a straight strength check to destroy the cage.
Strength is... No, that's... Hold on. It's up there. Oh dear lord.
5. It's not really going to cut it either. You're something about this cage is just really throwing you off. You can hear the sounds, and you can hear someone barking orders, go see what's going on.
Oh dear.
And then cursing at the zombies for being so stupid and incompetent and stuff like that. If I could drain you twice, I would.
Drain?
That's what it said.
Ooh. I'm gonna do it again.
You can make another strength check. This time make it with advantage, working with Neo.
Okay, hold on. No, that's not with advantage, that one that just came through. Oh, gee Christ. I'm leaving these women for dead. They're sacrifices.
Are you genuinely?
No, probably isn't.
At this point I'll say, because Neo won't leave them, so the renewed help, I'll say the family has gone to the door and is peeking out, and you see them disappear off. The son helps his father to the door. He doesn't seem to be moving very quickly. Then he comes back and he's here, let me help you. And he grabs a bone off the floor to try and from one of the cages to try and club it.
Oh, I bet he gets it in one.
All three of you together are able to just break this thing.
Oh dear.
Neo grabs the wrist of one of the women and he's drags him to the door, go, run. And they start running. The father is just outside the door. He's waiting for his son, who quickly comes out and puts an arm around him and just helps him hobble off. Yeah, and you hear some moaning coming from down the street, and there's you hear the scream of children and the father yelling, "Run, run!" And they seem to be. They are running, but they are not subtle about it. They are.
This has not gone the way I'd planned. Oh well. Yeah. It's fine.
And so you are momentarily alone in this building. Is there anything you'd like to do? I'd say you probably got, let's say, around one action or one set of movement because it took you so long.
There's nothing in here.
No? Do you want to try and run away? Do you want
to? Can I look? Can I look out out of this? Hold on. Which one? Is this one easier to see what's coming?
Yeah. Either or is fine.
Okay. Well, I'll look out of one of
towards the center. Yeah.
The windows.
There is a figure standing in the doorway. He's seems to be pointing and stuff like that. And walking towards you are 4 zombies. They're not shambling, they are most definitely walking. They seem to be reasonably vital, as in, you know, reasonably functional. They're not like, they haven't like decayed to the point of failure. So they seem pretty fresh, and they're like heading over towards you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave the building because I don't want to be trapped in it.
Okay, where are you heading?
Over here. Towards them.
You head towards them?
Yeah.
Okay. As you head towards them, they see you and Neo coming, and they almost like back off. So rather than like coming immediately up in front of you to face you, they like just spread out wide as you come in. So they're sort of surrounding you on the sides.
Oh, how rude.
The figure standing in the doorway says, My. Guests. Do come in.
Oh, okay.
He turns and walks into the building behind, and you can just see inside there is this rather crude chair. It's probably the best chair in the village that survived, but it's clearly set up to be like this throne for him, and he goes and places himself upon that, and like waits for you. You guys can like walk in through the doorway, and we'll go on to the actual map in a moment. No, I didn't mean to draw it, I meant to do things to it. Oh no, why aren't you... Let me... There it is. Delete the accidental drawing. Yeah, so you enter this throne room, as it were. Just put you on there, and you place yourself just inside the room, or well, yeah. Resize a little bit. Yeah, and this figure it's this slightly wasted away corpse. Well, corpse-like. It's quite a tall figure. You can see even from sitting down, but looks. Actually, make an intelligence check. Okay, so you definitely notice, or you definitely recognize that it is an orcish figure, and you can make out that it's got like accentuated features, like its ears seem to be longer and pointier. Its orcs do have these slight tusks, but they are much more accentuated on this figure. All the orcs you've encountered have generally been quite tall and powerful. This person is very very skinny and withered. The skin is pale and dry and wrinkled and shrunken, but it still seems to be sat there, you know, alright. It's a little bit hunched from where it's sat, and the clothes don't really seem to fit or match, like it's just scavenged the best thing it can find again. And it's sat there on this throne with these like these zombies coming behind you, and they sort of block the door. I'll move this one across a little bit. So they like block the door, and then two of them like go up to flank round. To flank round and stand sort of either side of this throne.
Okay, so it's not the guy from the other village.
What guy from the other village are you referring to?
The one that ate people. Because that was a man, not an orc. The one that fell on the thing and then...
That was an orc.
Oh, was it?
From the very first session?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he an orc?
He was an orc.
Oh. Well, I imagined everything very different.
Yeah.
I was not listening to that.
To my session 1 notes, you chose, I believe, the path because you wanted to follow the hunting quest, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Which was with the half orc. But this being looks slightly wilder and more feral, so it looks more closely resembles an orc than a half orc at the moment.
So can I tell if it is the other guy? It is that guy.
Yeah, you can make a reasonable assumption that it is.
Okay. Cool. Right. Okay. How are you doing, sir?
He just sort of reclines a little in his throne, looks at you and is like, good. You I recognise. And you. It is good to see you again, Neo.
Oh.
And that's where we'll end the session.
Oh, okay. How rude.
Oh no, actually wait, no, we didn't start at 7, did we? We started at 7:30, so we will keep going for a little bit. Never mind. Good point to end on.
I would. I mean, we can if you want to.
Nah, it's cool. I got more prepared, so I just thought it would have been good to end on that.
I mean, it's a cool cliffhanger.
It is a cool cliffhanger. You know what, fuck it, it is a cool cliffhanger, so let's end it. I will write, it also gives me some time to write a proper little speech for him.
Ooh. Exciting.
Yeah. This figure has recognised Neo.
Can't believe he doesn't recognise me.
Oh no, he did recognise you. He said hello again. Excuse me.
That was very important. Of course. Completely.
The most important.
Yeah. Don't you forget.
We will find out exactly how important in 1 week's time.
Nice.